Yeah, hi everyone. So tomorrow we have our Nifty expiry. So even I mentioned also like on X, if you go and check out. So here I clearly mentioned that like today, no, not this one. This one, that is like right in the morning or not in the morning, 12:24. I mentioned that upside will be limited. So what was the reason like why upside will be limited? So if you want to see why upside will be limited, so let me show you. Meanwhile, if you have any questions or queries, you can ask. Okay, so like the reason why I said in the like in the midday only, like why upside will be limited, and for the members I said that in the morning only. Like the main reason was here. Look at what is going on in the FIIs and the prop deck segment. So this is FIIs. Like if you look at yesterday, what they did was this is stock options. This is so again like I was like again having short position, so I closed here because we have a level here. So now we have to watch whether this level is getting taken down or not. So anyways, coming back here, that is so here that is put short. So if you look at the put short amount and the call short amount, obviously call short is much more, and if you look at the prop decks for it, like the call short is like, I mean, it's nothing. Like the put short is compared to the call shorts, it's nothing. And yes, and also like for the call buying part for the prop decks, it's like for the hedging purpose, and also for the FIIs they had put long. Okay, so the call long makes sense for the hedging purpose, but the put long like did not make sense for the hedging purpose because more put long is there, like more than double. Okay, than the put short amount that they made yesterday. Now talking about their overall positions from the June month expiry. Yeah, thanks Skyweaver for coming up. So from the June expiry, so let's see. So what happened was I used to discuss these like EOD analysis every day. So like I mean in the past. So then what happened was like people only used to see when the thumbnail was interesting. Otherwise, so that's why I stopped. But anyways, you can also do this analysis. There won't be any problem. So FIIs, okay. So FIIs, if you look at here, that is this is stock options call. Yeah, so this is put short. So put short overall, like from the month of like the after the June monthly expiry. So from there onwards, like till today, till yesterday. So put short is negative, like no put short. So but you see heavy call shorts from them. Okay, so and also like here, that is for the prop decks also they have put shorts, but I mean look at the put short quantity. It's 1,61,362. But look at the call short, 5,21,027. And yeah, so they also have like 3 lakhs put buying. So again, more put buying, and these call buying is mostly for the hedging. Okay, so overall it was making sense that like mark I mean things are bearish, and yeah, and there you go. Like so here the resistance level also the support level also breaks and straight fall. So Okay, so even let's have a look at the stock options data. So index we saw like they have done writing. So overall, let's also look at the call stock options data. So this is for FIIs. So if you see, like again, in stock options, FIIs don't have like both side negative. So yesterday they made call shorts, but again here props have like more than double in call shorts. And if you talk about the index futures, so futures also if you see here yesterday, FIS did some good future short as well yesterday. Props on the other hand, like they are buying futures, I think for hedging purpose. So because if you come here and if you look at here, that is for the FIS they have like shorted futures heavily. So if you come here and see like why I'm saying prop have bought uh, futures for hedging purpose is because look at their put short positions. Sorry, yeah, call short positions. So and also look at so it's 5 lakhs call short positions, but the hedging for the call buying it's 3,32,000 almost. So I think the rest is like they're managing the rest of the hedging positions through futures. So yeah, and from the call shots and the put shots, it's very much clear that like both FIs and prop decks have shorted and also moreover they have bought puts as well. Okay, guys. So anyways, so I hope like my morning update. So this one I hope like upside might be limited. So again, it might have been helpful. So again, you caught this reversal as well here live. So if you think that the indicator is worth it, so please don't forget to put a like. The second layer of HFT, so it's not second layer. So again, if you see here, all the buying and the sell signals are coming from this M1 model. Okay, so the HFT indicator that I put here. Now this I keep it for reference. Like here, call buying is happening. So this is M5. Okay, so model 5. So that I just keep it for reference. So here they are buying calls. So whenever it happens, so market also usually like turns in their direction, maybe for a short while, but it happens. Like here, if you see in this Bank Nifty again, like all the bicycle signals that you see are coming from this model M1, but also the second layer I have opened it like that is basically the model 5. Here put buying happened. Okay, and then that was the right top there and it fell. No, M5 also shows writing as well. So here, like here, if you see like let me magnify. So here in the morning, like there you see light green. So again, there like in the model one also we got the signal of this thing, that is put writing, and it was a consolidation and finally went up. But again here in the model M5 also there was put writing right before the model 1 showed up, so one candle before. So anyway, so the fall, like you see the fall was like, and you know, like these are like real time, so you have been watching live. So you see like the fall was continuing and there were big red candles, and you see that like that was the last red candle where that put writing happened, and it went up, like it basically consolidated and finally went up. So again, if you can see here also, like in M5 we are having this call buying. So this fall was happening, so here's little bit of call buying here, and then the major one was done here, right here, the big red candle. So again, what we do is like we keep a caution, like we wait for the market to reverse or something. So we wait for the charts to bend. Okay, so I hope I have clarified all your queries and questions. So again, I'm not printing any buy sell signal from M5. We can also do that, but just like here also a put buying happened, like also I notified that in the group as well. So if you see here, that was a single bar of put buying in M5, and so that was 1221. So there, okay, so I mean there was one after the other green candles, and you see that was the last green candle after that. So like 1221, and that's when I posted this as well, that upside will be limited. So 1224, if you see here, the time of the post. Yeah, for the morning fall, right from the top, we did not get any signal from on Nifty, but we did get one on Sensex. So that was the right top there. So we got that in Sensex. So now you can also say that, like, what about then this sell signal? So suppose like here, if you would have shorted, so your SL gets hit here because here the sell signal came in and the bar is crossing its high. Okay, so now with small SL you can get out, because again if the chart bends, you can again short and again take positions accordingly. Okay, so now the thing is that, like, yes, a small stop loss, but here now you see like right at the top you get to capture this move, or not the whole move also, like practically the whole move. Like as a trader it's not possible. So those who claim that you could have captured the whole move, so no, that is practically like it's never possible. So we mostly like close at around here when we see this consolidation. So anyways, the main thing is that again, like if you are seeing that again a red candle is appearing, it's going down, you can again short, but it's all up to you. But again, there is no recommendation to buy, hold, or sell. So it's all about strategies that we are discussing, how one can manage their positions. So anyways, So you can see like how nicely the call buying came in right there, and Nifty went up. So it's all about what the big institutions are doing. So again, if you are new here, so yeah, cash market sentiment again. If you look at here, today I was watching this fall. Like if you watch this fall closely, so the cash market sentiment, yeah, went down, but did not that much go into the negative zone. So here it went, but here like it did not go much that much. So, but yes, the strength decreased, but it's showing that someone is like putting cash in the cash market. Like a proper example would be like BAC. So I have to change the ATM as well. So that ATM is like what happened at this level 23,000. Yeah, 2300. Okay. So don't look at this because we have to change the ATM and see like what is happening at 2400. So 100 points jump came in. So like if when BAC was here, so obviously we'll be following like 23 2300 ATM. So now let's look at here. So the put writing signals came in, but look at the cash market sentiment. So the cash market sentiment went positive, like right before this pump also, like it went heavy. I mean, it nicely it was showing that someone was putting cash there. Okay, so yeah, so I mean something like if the big some big activity is happening, it will surely track it down. And also you can see like this up, so you get to know that whether an up move is cash market like supported or not. So that is the idea that you get. So you feel like you get more confidence on it. And also we had that like the support zone from the HFT as well, so where it took support. Yeah, so that sometimes happens, like market goes up but premiums don't. So because premiums are like they depend on various factors. But I mean, check out in the money. Like mostly for option buyers, in the money is mostly preferable. Yeah, so it might not go like as expected. Yeah, so mostly as a buyer, like it's better to go in the money, or maybe like at most ATM. Out of the money, like I've seen, like I mean, I faced a lot of difficulty for out of the money. Like market moving out of the money is not even like going up. And one of the big reasons like call premiums not going up as expected, like I've told you, like futures, like FIs have heavily shorted, and again, like prop decks and FIs, like they are both having big call writing positions. So obviously the very first is like cash is king. Okay, so if cash market is not that like active, then like index dominates. But again, try to understand that suppose what happens is like okay, just give me a minute. Like I have some open positions. So you can very well see right now it happened in front of your eyes. Like if you still don't believe, like there's nothing I can do. So it's the big guys came, shorted. Yeah. So if you see like nicely, like it worked out. So here they shorted at 1458 and it went down right after that. Okay, guys. So, anyways, like for sellers also, you could have easily got 4 to 5 points to eat as premium here. So more than four, like I shorted it at 62 and I closed it at 57, right? So now it's 3 p.m. past. So now it's a no trading zone. Like, yeah, again, if you want, you can do anything, but for me, it's no trading zone. Yes, as we were talking, like, cash is king. So, but try to understand that always, like, the move comes from the major move comes from the cash market only. Like, about the Jane Street, like, report that SEBI published. So if you have read it, like that they made a loss in the cash segment but made a profit in the derivative segment. So overall they were profitable. Okay, so what happens is that like the big operators now, why did suddenly like yes, so those sudden movements in the cash market you won't be able to see it because like in the cash market like what happens is that like someone is putting money, someone is selling, so might be balancing out and but you might not be visualizing the thing. Like our cash market sentiment is overall it's showing you like that someone is like overall someone is putting money in the cash market. Like so what happens is that in a very very minute time frame, like let's say here they made the position, like suppose some big institutions they made the position, and then the next second let's say they just sold a heavy quantity, okay, and like it fell, and let's say someone wants to buy, their algos got triggered and they bought. So ultimately you won't see the effect like in the cash market, because let's say within a span of 10 seconds the selling and the buying both happened, okay, and buying is let's say more, so that you won't be able to see. But overall that I used to also say the same thing earlier, but now also you can see from the SEBI's report from Jane Street that like they also like take positions in options in derivatives, and then they either buy or sell in the cash market to move the market in their direction. So if market is moving in their direction, I think it's a good to go for them, but if not, then like they do that. And so they have all those calculations, like if they sell this much, then this much will be the movement in Nifty. So all those are like pre-calculated. So I mean their algos can easily decide, like in the derivatives we want this many points, so for these many points like we have taken these many positions and we want let's say a 10 points in premium. So now we want, for that we want Nifty to fall by let's say 30 points, or maybe like 20 points if they are in the money. So that's how like they can calculate how much to sell and how much to buy, so in the cash. And cash means like they can easily go and just manipulate through HDFC and HDFC Bank and Reliance, I mean, or some heavyweights. TCS is also there. So, but ultimately, the big moves, whatever you see, mainly comes from the cash segment. Yeah, I also buy. Like I also buy. It's not like I don't buy. I do both. So when I'm doing live, so someone is taking the position. So like I'm not that much active, right? So that's why like I tell them to sell. I tell him to sell, but like when I myself is doing, so I like you can go with like one button trigger, like one button buy and one button sell. So especially like for the scalpers, that is needed. Like with this indicator, you can be a buyer or a seller, doesn't matter. Like all it all an option trader wants is like a good entry and exit point. So yeah, for the exit point, I would always say that like trail profits or get out if you are satisfied with your profits. But the entry point is very very vital. Like if entry is good, then yeah, obviously you can decide on your exit. So entry point is the most important one where this indicator comes in, like for any buyer or seller. So just right after that, if the charts are bending, so obviously your positions has a very high chance that they will go into profit, whether you are a buyer or a seller, doesn't matter. So, guys, I think you're not happy even with like this move, this one, like we told in the M5. So, again, and this one. So, I don't know why so less number of likes, but, anyways. So, and also, like the update that I gave, like upside will be limited. So, yes, also not, it's not like big moves, it doesn't like able to track. So yeah, so big moves like this one, as you can see, like a cell strength of 9. So whenever some big, very big activity has happened and the charts are bending, so usually that means like move will sustain. So not only for scalpers, so when market is like in a consolidating zone, so you know that it's like you cannot do anything. It's for the scalpers only. But things like here, so you can also like as an option writer or seller, you can also capture moves. Yeah, so So here also you can see like the call writing and the put writing both happen, but look at the put writing, it's very small quantity. And it's after 3 p.m. like they can be making positions for tomorrow. But you can see the overall positions for the last 30 minutes here. So mostly call writing is only there. Yes, it does. Like go and check out, like we have almost done the live stream every day, right? And if I did live stream, so I have been doing it like till the end. So you can go and check out, like even yesterday also, like we saw call writing happening in both in Nifty and Bank Nifty, especially in Bank Nifty. Can you please add an indicator or kind of alert or when any stock gets a particular amount of selling, either in put or call? Yes, for that, like I have told. So you're asking for a kind of scanner. So now let me tell you this, like let's say that sorry, let's say that for this like scanner, what happens, like we can, if you go and check out, like you can put at most 40 stocks. Okay, so you can try it out. Okay, so after 40, if you have exceeded 40, it won't work. Okay, so for 40 stocks, like you are analyzing. Okay, so that means what, the now here what happens is that like what are the requests we are pulling. So for the stock only the price is being pulled, and the volume is also being pulled, and that can be pulled in one request. Okay, so like here we can then and put it on the scanner. So per stock or per index there is one request. Okay, for so PineScript has a limitation of 40. At max any indicator can pull 40 uh, requests, okay, at a time. Now 40 requests for HFT, let's say you are analyzing Nifty, only one HFT. Okay, so only one HFT itself is pulling 20 uh, 25. Okay, so 25 requests. Why? You will say that it's only analyzing Nifty. So actually the calls and the puts. Okay, so every call and every put that we are pulling the data, so there also per call strike price, per put strike price, one request we have to make. Okay, so every, like let's say we want to pull 24 500. Okay, so 24 500 call. So just for that only we have to go for we have to call for one request, make one request to pull the data. Okay, now let's say 550 call, again one request. So all these, like let's say you are pulling 10 call prices, so 10 are getting utilized, and let's say again 10 put prices, again 10 security calls are getting utilized, so 20, and then futures, and then again the spot is also there, so let's say 22 gone. So now you have 18 more to go. Okay, so for the max, so now you can again, let's say if I put bank nifty only, then it's done like that. So that like that can only analyze two stocks or two indices at a time, or maybe let's say we can shorten up this number of strikes, and maybe maximum we can go for 5, and that also with 40 different requests, uh, your indicator might fail or might stop working. Okay, I have seen that also, like it's safe to go to 35 or 36. Beyond that, like again they show that it's runtime error, or they show that it's using heavy computation, so that's why they stop it, and then again you have to restart. So that is what the difficulty here is, like on trading view. So for that, what I have already said, like we have to go externally, like I have to build my external platform for that, where I mean there won't be any limitation. And for that limitation only, we have to change the strike price as well. Otherwise, we could have easily made the strike price dynamic as well. Why? Because if we make the strike price dynamic, that it will automatically change as market moves. So we have to also then pull a wide range of calls and puts, because if market moves up, so we would be needing the calls of the higher level. Okay, and puts of in the money, because if market moves one level up, let's say Nifty moves 100 points up, so we would be requiring two more calls data on the upper side, and two more puts data on the inner side, in the money. Now what happens is that, like, the algorithm here Pine script cannot include as market moves. So I have to include that while the start of the indicator. Okay, so at the start only it has to like calculate everything. Whichever calculation is required, it will take that calculation. That is fine for the algo. But it's not like the other way around, that I need this, so now I will take those call data, and now I don't need it, I'll throw it away. So it cannot happen like that. So that's why, like, the only thing that you have to change in the setting is the, you can put either the current market price or the strike price. Yeah, I'll shortly think of something like, and also like if I want to make my own website and put real time data, so NSE will, I have to pay NSE 50 lakhs plus GST. I don't remember what is for the BSC part, but yeah, for NSE. So the other way around is to tie up with a broker. Yeah, I'll definitely try to come almost every day, but yeah, some days I don't get time. So what many platforms also does is like how they bypass this thing is they buy delayed data. Let's say the one of the platforms like Sensible. So what they have done is I think they have like if you don't log in with your broker, open their option chain and it will show you 2 minutes delayed data. So 2 minutes delayed data, and that too for options. So only option segment, 2 minutes delayed data would cost you 8 lakhs plus GST. So that is what they are doing now. How are you getting all those charts, real time data? So for that you are logging with your broker. So they have tied with the broker. So if you are you're logging in with the broker, so what happens is like they are treating it as a terminal where your broker is providing you that data. So it's not Sensible who are providing you that data. So that is how like uh, platforms are bypassing that real time data. No, again, like if I make it on Excel, or first of all, Excel is not like good for handling huge data. I mean, if you start with all those even 200 stocks and tick by tick update, so Excel is not good. Okay, so we have to go for cloud server. Okay, so now first of all, try to think the last portion, that is, even if I do that also, like I implement it, or I have thought about it as well, like I implement it on a cloud server and the outputs are getting printed on some Google sheet or maybe on an Excel sheet. So now you can in real time share Excel sheets as well, like so uh, it's like you have to upload it on OneDrive, and so Microsoft will in real time it will update on OneDrive, and also those who have access will get the real time updates. So that is fine, everything is fine, that can be done, but legally that would be wrong. Okay, so why legally that would be wrong? Because that would be like sharing live market data. Okay, so which I can't without buying data from NSE or tying up with a broker. But again, like I still am thinking like I might be like maybe we'll tie up with a broker and get it done. But then I will have to develop my own infrastructure. So Okay guys, so market ends, and I hope like again today's live stream also helped you in in tracking the big institutional activity like in real time, and I hope you got some reversals as well. So anyways, if it helped you in any ways, and also my post on X, and those who are members, they know like I have posted on the group as well. So anyways, like here upside will be limited, and so any analysis that you think like it helped you in any ways, so don't forget to put a like and encourage me to do that in further like in the future as well. And thanks for coming up, and yeah, see you in the next one. Some algo firms have access to tick by tick data, may not be ideal for retail purposes though. Uh, See, I also have tick by tick data like available with me. So, but the main point is not that. The main point is that if I have to show it on my website, then I have to pay NSE. Either I have to pay NSE or I have to tie up with a broker. Okay, so that means like whichever broker I tie up, so then people will have to like have their demat account and log in through their demat account to view all those real time analysis and data. So it's not about having tick by tick data. I also have tick by tick data. Like you can easily get tick by tick data from True Data, or there are many other uh, like other platforms as well. So True Data is one of them. Like they have NSE servers, so you can get tick by tick data like easily you can get, but you cannot post or make it public. Okay, so for that you need permission or you have to pay. Okay, guys. So yeah, we'll be ending it here. Then, if you don't, if you haven't got any further queries or questions, okay, bye. I think TV provides tick by tick in profession. Yeah, so that you get not like on TV. On TradingView, you get tick by tick data. If you take the professional, the after premium, you have the pro plans. Like there are two professional plans, but that also you get it on TradingView platform, not like on your platform or something like that. Like you cannot you use it and like post your analysis on some Excel and share it with the open public forum or something like that. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, so now also like I'm making my indicator and like I'm posting it on like I'm hosting it on tradingview.com. So here I don't need anyone's permission. So it's fine. Like real time data, like all you're going and watching like through TradingView, and TradingView has their servers in NSE. They have bought NSE data. Okay, so that's why like the issue is not arising. But if I want to show it on my website, then the issue is there. Okay, so okay guys, then yeah, okay, bye.